certified in Practical Scaled Agile Scrum Framework, or in short the CIPSA Scrum Framework. The CIPSA Scrum Framework is with respect to scaling multiple Scrum teams. I am Satyanarayan Das. I am CIPSA certified as well as CHAMP certified. CHAMP stands for Certified Hybrid Agile Master Professional. In this video, I'll explain briefly how the CIPSA Scrum Framework works. We have a single product backlog. This single product backlog is cross-team refined. This product backlog along with the product goal will be presented by the Chief Product Owner to the CIPSA team in the CIPSA Sprint Planning Meta Event or meeting. Now what do I mean by CIPSA team? The CIPSA team is a combination of individual Scrum teams. So here we have 4 Scrum teams represented in individual circles. Together it will be called as the CIPSA team. Now in the CIPSA Sprint Planning meeting, the CIPSA Sprint Backlog will be created. The CIPSA Sprint Backlog also will have the CIPSA Sprint Goal. Here the teams or the entire CIPSA team is deciding what are the items they are going to do. For example, we have 4 teams: Scrum Team A, B, C and D. Scrum Team A will do these work items, B will do these 2 work items, and so on for C and D. So the what items from the product backlog to be done in the upcoming sprint will be decided in this CIPSA Sprint Planning meeting, resulting in the CIPSA Sprint Backlog along with the CIPSA Sprint Goal. Immediately after the CIPSA Sprint Planning Meta Event, we will have individual team Sprint Planning Event, where the individual teams will take these backlog items and will break them down to individual tasks. Here the team Sprint Backlog will be created, and the team Sprint Backlog will have the team Sprint Goal. So we have 4 teams, we'll have 4 teams Sprint Backlog. You can also say the CIPSA Sprint Backlog is a combination of individual team sprint backlogs. The team sprint goal will be in alignment with the CIPSA sprint goal. The CIPSA sprint goal will be in alignment with the product goal. Next, the work begins. As the work begins, there will be another meta event called CIPSA Daily Scrum, where needed representatives from the CIPSA team will be participating. The CIPSA Daily Scrum will be preceded by another team level event that is called Team Daily Scrum. As the work completes, we will have the CIPSA Integrated Increment. We are not focused with respect to individual team increment. Rather, we are focused on an integrated increment, which is the sum of all increments coming from individual Scrum teams, and it will be available at the end of the sprint. The CIPSA Integrated Increment will be presented in the CIPSA Sprint Review. This is another meta event. The CIPSA Sprint Review replaces individual team level sprint reviews, because our focus is not with respect to individual increments or individual team increments, or rather the focus is with respect to CIPSA Integrated Increment. The CIPSA Sprint Review will be followed by another meta event that is called CIPSA Sprint Retrospective. In the CIPSA Sprint Retrospective, it will be decided what are the process improvement or product improvement needed, and if so, that will be coming up in the next CIPSA Sprint Planning Meta Event. All these events will be facilitated by another role that is called the Principal Scrum Master. The individual Scrum teams will have their own product owner as well as the Scrum Master, whereas at a scale, you will have the Chief Product Owner and the Principal Scrum Master. Another thing is with respect to this dotted rectangle, which is a team level event, and that is why named as Individual Team Sprint Retrospective. The Individual Team Sprint Retrospective will be preceding the CIPSA Sprint Retrospective. Also, you would have noticed another dotted line. This is one. So here if you look at as the CIPSA Sprint Review Meta Event, we have possibility that the product backlog may be adjusted. If it is adjusted, this will result in product backlog updates. So that's it. It's a very simple framework. You have 3 artifacts: a single product backlog, the CIPSA sprint backlog and the CIPSA integrated increment. You have two primary roles at scale, that is the chief product owner and the principal scrum master. The principal scrum master will be with respect to the CIPSA process or facilitating the meta events or finding out the inter-team dependencies and resolving those dependencies. And of course, we have the meta events, which is CIPSA sprint planning, the CIPSA daily scrum, CIPSA sprint review, CIPSA sprint retrospective. And of course, we have the sprint itself as another meta event, because as I said, all these scrum teams will be sprinting. Let us say sprint 1, and these are all synchronized. So parallelly together, the CIPSA team is also sprinting in sprint 1, and at the end of every sprint we are going to get an integrated increment. I would definitely suggest that you go through the video link. In the video link, there is more information with respect to how the CIPSA Scrum Framework works. Also, I would suggest that you download the CIPSA Framework Guide. It is free to download. If you have any feedback, suggestions or inputs with respect to the CIPSA Framework, I welcome your feedback. Thank you for watching the video.